My company is Crystal H Technology Screens. Today we're going to do a standalone test today. We've done enough tests on gray screen paint mixes, certified screens, swapping out different projectors. So I'm going to do another demonstration, just standalone, using my 720p ultra short throw Sony projector. We first did this test on my NEC projector, which put that link at the bottom so you can check out that ultra short throw demonstration. Also two certified screens. Now, as I noted before, I had to go online, check my YouTube account, and find the projector where I did the unboxing. I still have all the stuff that went with it. So this projector is a Sony interactive projector. Comes with the pens right here. Actually, the fellow who sold me this on eBay sold me the stand that came with it, all the software, peripherals, and the interactive ink pen. So this projector is designed if you want to do it on a whiteboard. You can draw special effects. You can draw, I forgot some of the stuff they have on there for special effects and all kinds of graphic designs and art. It's pretty much a work and office working office, kind of an entertainment and working office ultra short throw. All right, so my projector sits in Eco Mode 2, which I'm going to fire my projector up. And I'll give you the model number in a few minutes. Like I said, I had to go into my YouTube account and find the model number. So I'll turn it on for a minute, turn it off. Every time I turn it off, it displays the Eco Mode on where my projector is sitting at. And we're going to be doing an ultra short throw demonstration outside too, because I haven't, like I said, I think I've only done about maybe 2 ultra short throw demonstrations outside. One thing I like about this projector is when you turn it off, you can turn it right back on. So I'm going to turn it off, and you can see right there in the corner, there's my Eco Mode at 2 on my projector. All right, put it back on. Most projectors I've seen, once you turn them off, those things turn off, and that is the end of it right there. This projector, if I turn it off, I can turn it right back on in a certain amount of time. All right, so let's begin. We're going to do this on a standalone. I think we got sound coming through. Yeah, we got sound coming through here. So this is hooked up to my acoustic speakers behind the back of my Signature 17. This is something I want to show off first. We're doing our white levels on an ultra short throw projector on our advanced ambient light projection Black Phoenix 19. And as you can see, my projector is in Eco Mode 2. Just want to show you how amazing the white levels are on the technology. That right there is another black screen laying against our screen, displaying white levels on an ultra short throw projector. We did this at 4,300 lumens. We did this at 1,000 lumens at around 13 feet. Now we're doing this on an ultra short throw projector, and we're doing it while the projector is in Eco Mode 2. To show you that our technology pulls up the highest white level in a black screen. Can't wait till I get the rest of my new surfaces in here so we can do some more tests on some more certified screens. Some more screen paints. So on record that I displayed using my Sony projector, I'm going to put that fast. I wrote down the model of the projector. I have it in the description anyway, but still. So a Sony projector is a VPL SW635C. I doubt you'll be able to find one. Try to find one so I can basically put it up to figure out exactly what the serial number was, but couldn't track down the projector. They may have one floating around somewhere. So this is me displaying a black screen, black on black, using the Sony Ultra Short Throw Projector 720p in Eco Mode 2. All right. Displaying our white levels.
Putting you two in charge.
Just kidding.
It's laughter we're after. You're no more.
This is on 720p. Price I paid for my projector was around 550 bucks. I'm gonna grab me a chair too. Oh, I forgot. I have to show the environment. I have my chair set up here so I can sit down and watch this. So this is the environment where the screen is sitting at. As you can see, for the environment, plenty of light. Nothing sitting in the dark. Ultra short throw. I take my camera, put it to the side to show you the screen can pull up at a 190-degree viewing angle from top to side, without the screen becoming dark and disoriented. You don't want the screen to come up dark. Sometimes with some screens, like I said, they're not ultra short throw compatible, and they will have a problem with pulling an image. And then we'll do a pre-record. We can do the zoom in. I love doing the zoom in demonstrations. And we still have the knockoff projector, and we still have to be outside today. See all the tests we have to run? Tons and tons of tests. So between this one and the other Novas have been going through, they went through brutal tests. This one is a little different. We're throwing everything we possibly can throw at the screen. So we'll see how the screen performs once we get it outside. So right now we're on a Sony projector, Eco Mode 2, in a fully lit environment. Just got finished displaying the screen's white levels versus another black screen. Who makes this one right here?
Click, clink, Chill. An espresso. Refreshingly simple.
You see that tense black level? As I said before, no gray screen, whether certified or mixed, will pick up. Not next to this technology. I like these particular demonstrations because you get a chance to see the contrast and the bright levels. Screen goes from dark to light. I love about this. The level of contrast you're seeing in the screen and the white levels at the same time. No gray screen, no white screen. Any screen we tested can do this. You're going to have to maintain a contrast level without sacrificing white levels, and you're going to have to maintain a white level without sacrificing black levels. And meanwhile, the entire time the projector sits in eco mode 2. HD jewelry demonstrations.
Getting that from you.
Find them when I usually like to use. "4K jewelry demonstrations."
Getting that from YouTube.
Completely messed it up on it, but it wouldn't be in here anyway. 4K jewelry demonstrations.
Getting that from YouTube.
4K jewelry. Oh, that's why. We're spelling the 4K incorrect. I want to see what that looks like on here. See if they even brought up one. Just one of them. Not even one. Diamonds 4K jewelry demonstration.
Getting that from YouTube.
There we go. That's what I wanted. I wonder how many they did for that particular one. Let's see what they have in that category. What's this one? Jewelry. I'm gonna go see what they have in that category. That's what I said. Great technology. You're going to be obsoleted very soon. The couldn't pull that up in a fully lit environment. Your black levels would wash out. We haven't had a chance to display the screen in 4K yet. Right now we're in 720p. We did it in 1080p. We haven't even reached 4K yet. If I were to get some gray samples right now, they would fail. They can't pick up on the black levels. It won't show. So that's why we're just having some fun and we're doing a little standalone on eco mode on an outdated refurbished projector. It cost me $550. I love this, man. This screen is absolutely beautiful. I cannot wait to get my 126 in that window over there. I cannot wait to get it done. Now for jewelry stores, you have those massive projectors in your showroom showing your screens off on a white surface or gray surface and your images don't look real enough for you. This is the technology you need. For any kind of advertising, this is the technology you need. Gray and white screens can't pick up any contrast or color. They're blind. You don't have to spend the money for an overpriced projector because your screen doesn't work correctly. Object of advertising is to make the picture seem realistic, to draw in customers, to make them want to buy your products. If you're advertising off a white or gray screen, you're losing business because you really can't show what you're actually trying to display, especially if you're looking at a washed out image. I think in my storefronts, I'm gonna have a big screen on display, one half of it gray, one half of it white, and the other half with our technology, so everybody can see it. Especially when you got one of the highest white-black screens right now. I want some really, really crazy pretty colors, but we've done this one. It really looks really nice on this. That looks really nice. Diamond cuts. Beautiful, relaxing white beaches.
Getting that from YouTube.
I'm so glad they got that correct.
Hey, it's me, your skin. Help me maintain my moisture balance while exfoliating with CeraVe Renewing SE Cleanser.
Express.
Going somewhere?
Just look at.
Samsung 4K demonstrations.
Getting that from YouTube.
A chance to appreciate how clean the color is, how bright the white levels are on this dark technology. Absolutely beautiful. It's just like a TV. So, like I said, if this was set up like my room over here, I could come in, walk through the front door, turn my screen on, sit back here on my sofa, and I can watch my screen without worrying about it washing out or fading or spending money for an overpriced projector. Fully ultra short throw compatible. Yeah. It just sets on 2 different ultra short. Actually be 3 once the other one gets here. I'm going to talk to a few people today to see how fast I'll be able to get a pre-order date put in. Keep in mind, there won't be a lot to shopping cart, so we're going to keep it as a limited amount, but there'll be some, but there won't be a lot. I've already got 5 people that are getting it for free, close friends of mine. Remember, that's people, they've been loyal customers for a very long time. And I felt that, I've known them, they're on my Facebook account, we're good friends. Why not? I'm pretty sure the people who develop some of the technology, I'm pretty sure their friends all got brand new free systems. All right, so let's go over here and let's grab another one. All bright demonstrations only. Nothing. We could do some contrast, but right now I just want to see these bright levels. They must have had copyrighted sound, because that's the only way a video comes up with no sound. I just can't get over it. This projector's always been in eco mode. I don't know why, it just stays in eco mode. Pretty good. I mean, lamps last forever. As I said before, we're putting a lot into the containers. Containers are going to have hologram labels on them, and they will have watermarks attached to them. You will see a trademark and copyright symbols on them. And like I said, we're locking these in, we're locking them in. Self-locking containers, and it's seals, everything. We're going to use a shrink wrap around it because I'm not wrapping duct tape or tape. These containers are gorgeous. I mean gorgeous. Trust me, when you get one of these cans, when you see what it looks like, I can't tell you what it is. I can't tell you what the logo is. Can't tell you what the design is, but it has to be hologrammed. It has to be. I can't wait. 126. And I'm gonna run this on a 1080p laser projector. It's going to look amazing. But we're going to do side by sides too. Like I said, once the 4Ks get in here, we do 4K, 720p. Because like I said, I still want to sell it as a point where you don't have to have an expensive projector. But I'm curious to see for myself because I really don't buy expensive projectors. I hope I'm not going to get that experience I got with the 4K incident. Where I did the 4K next to 720p. I was like, might just go buy 1080p because that's literally how it felt. And that's why I don't own 4K projectors. But for people who want to see it, that's why we're getting it. And then we'll take the same 4K projectors and we'll run them all through the Novas. Nova 17s. Because, you know, there was a claim that the Nova 17 can't see 4K. So we'll see. Since I've already did it already on a dedicated screen paint designed for a 4K projector that I bought and unboxed on my YouTube channel, we'll do it again and see if it can see 4K. But I tell you what, I can honestly say, gray and white screens can't see color or contrast. And I find interesting, if I sit there and make a statement that the screen can't see color and contrast, individuals will do the color only but skip the contrast. They say, look, fully lit environment, we can do color. My mix downstairs can do the same thing too, but guess what? My mix can't pull contrast level in a fully lit environment to save its soul. So if I'm to make that statement, you have to do the whole environment, the whole entire demonstration, contrast levels and color. But I know for a fact that when I look at a gray screen, even though they're displaying colors, their colors are off, way off, because they don't look correctly. That's why when we put it against our screen, you see how the colors are supposed to look. That's why they look washed out. And that's why they tell you to calibrate, which I've never told you to calibrate because you don't have to calibrate.
With online, hybrid, and on-campus classes at Delaware County Community College, you can stay local.
Like this particular, I haven't done this one in a while. I'm gonna go back to this one right here. This video is literally an hour long, so that's why I'm not gonna do the whole video. That's what I said. When I make a statement that a gray screen and white screen can't pull up color, like I said, their colors, you're seeing color on the screen. It's just not pulling up correct color. And that's what I mean by they can't see color. And this is why they tell you in their videos, you have to calibrate your projector, because I guarantee their projector is calibrated. None of the projectors we have in the house are calibrated. Now, listen when I say this, color and contrast, because for some reason they only hear the color part and never do the contrast part. I would love to be able to see a certified screen company come in and not do a demo video and say, hey, look, swap out their videos, swap out their projectors, do it in a fully lit environment, show contrast demonstration, show solid colors. You don't even have to use another company's product. You can just go get a black surface, which we did when we did the test on showing off the white levels on the screen. That wasn't certified. It was black screen with black material that we used. But they're not going to do that. They're just going to come in, read a script, show you a high-powered projector, an ambient light controlled environment, and a demo that they calibrated the projector specifically to look good on. That's why it's not going to be a problem rolling over top of them. It's not going to be a problem. This is going to be, once this screen reaches at 100% and on the level we're going to do it, it is going to make it easier for me to walk into a showroom and blow out their screens with no problem. and do it on a projector that is absolutely way below standard. I'm doing it right now at my house. So what's the difference between my house and a showroom? I can see right now being at one of the showrooms and everybody's shopping. They're going to the latest high tech. Like, where are you going? I'm going to eBay to buy a projector. There's a used one over here, right here. I only want like 350 bucks for that. Can you believe that? Yep, that's the kind of projectors I'm using. In my demonstrations, when I go to those show events, I'm using the old projectors. And we'll take the newer model, 1080p projector that I'm getting, and put it next to an older model and watch and see what happens, because I've done this one before. So I already know what the results are going to be. That is going to be the best part of my day. Just sitting there and just looking at this fellow with this expensive projector, and he's looking at my screen and going, how in the freak? And when he sees the projector, it's like, that look on their face when they look at the projector, like, what? Yeah. Precisely. If I see anybody in there with a gray screen, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to ask them to pull a Starfield. You know that's coming. Let me find any screens in there that are gray, and I will bump into tons of them. Like, hey, let me see a Starfield demonstration put up on your screen. Let's see what your contrast levels are. It's going to be pretty embarrassing if you got a projector in there with a 2,000,001 contrast ratio in there, and you can't pull a Starfield up correctly. So I got plenty of areas to play at now. Once I go offline, oh man, I'm going to be on a warpath. Imagine if you're using this technology sitting in Best Buy right now. Just like this. On a much better screen. You wouldn't be able to tell the difference between this and the TVs. What you going to do now? We're going to bring a TV downstairs. Because the stuff I usually see when I go to Best Buy is I see it set up on a white screen. I'm like, ugh, what the freak? Everybody else is like, ooh, that looks nice. I'm like, oh, I'm done. I'm going to McDonald's. I'll be back. Because I know how it's supposed to look. Same thing, I went to Disney World and we went into the Tiger exhibit and they had all these white screens and they had barcodes and ROM codes, because, you know, I was telling somebody to watch my back while I slipped over into the employees only section, because I wanted to see what kind of projectors they had back there. You know what I mean? And they had some monsters back there. I'm like, you wasted all that power on these white screens. I said, you know, I'm done. I'm leaving. I left. I couldn't deal with it, because I know it's how it's supposed to look. And then a friend of mine says, well, why don't you just give him a business card? I'm on vacation. I'm not doing jack, but I just felt like just going in there with a roller and just going over top their white screen just a little bit. This is how it's supposed to look. Such a beautiful piece of equipment. So the way they think is they get this very high expensive projector. They know the screen's going to have poor gain. They know the color and all that's going to wash out. They automatically know that from the door. And they're hoping that the projector's going to put some of that back in there. We spend all this money for a projector to put it up on the screen, and it still looks like crap. But to them, if they can just get a little better color and a little better contrast and this, that, and the other, it's acceptable. But for somebody who's been doing this forever, and you go in there and look at it and go, no, I'm done, I'm out of here. I've seen much better than this. That's why when I go to someone's house back in the day and they have a white screen set up, I wouldn't disgrace their screen at all. I just basically would just go someplace else and go eat my food. I can't sit there and watch that because I know how that's supposed to look. I'd rather watch it on my cell phone. And if later on, if somebody comes up to me in the party and says, hey, Kenny does that for a living, you know, maybe he can hook you up with something, then we'll talk. Other than that, I don't really go up there and say anything about it. I just eat my food and go about my business. I don't know what makes me cringe more. The fact that when I see somebody with a knockoff projector, or when I see somebody with a white or gray screen, it makes me cringe. And where's the contrast level? Where is it? I'm gonna go, I like this part right here because we get to switch over from, man, I'm looking at it right now. Seriously, if I were to put a gray screen up against it, it's gonna wash out so badly right now. No, I'm not gonna put it up here. It's a waste of my time. We know it's gonna happen. It's not gonna pick up on any of this. We've seen the demonstrations. So when I'm watching this, this is why I said I can't watch gray and white screens because I know how the color and everything's supposed to look. So as I'm looking at this demonstration right now, if I were to take a gray screen, I know what the screen's going to do. It's going to wash out. That's how I see gray and white screens. That's why when I watch people's demonstrations and they're showing the screens, I see the screen for what it is. I'm used to seeing a better form of technology. So when someone's saying, look at the colors on my screen, I'm like, your screen's washed out. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, here you go. Give me a sample of your screen and throw it against my screen. See? Washed out. Red doesn't pick up. And the reason why I know that theory, because when I was developing gray screen paints way back then, I swore I was seeing a contrast level. I thought I was really seeing a black level when I was looking at a gray screen, when I was developing the screen paint 8 years ago with that color. Until I got that sample sheet of black diamond in there, and I was like, oh, I'm wrong. And that's when I started going into darker technology. I literally thought I was seeing a black level, and I wasn't. I was seeing shades of gray. Really thought I was seeing real color, real blues and greens and reds. Nope, you're all washed out. When that sample sheet went against my screen, it was like an epiphany. Boom, my mind just opened up. I was like, I'm in the wrong direction. But as you start developing black technology, the contrast you're automatically going to have. The main thing you concentrate when you develop black technology is white levels. It's always about the white levels, concentrating on the white levels. And as you keep evolving, as the other person doesn't understand why I have so many screen paints, because it comes from constantly doing research, constantly cracking open books, constantly watching demonstrations, understanding the laws of physics when it comes to light, how projectors react, studying all that information, and to constantly keep evolving to make better and better products. If we didn't do that, if we didn't make better things, then we'd always sit back on 8 tracks, watching movies on Betamax, listening to mono instead of stereo. Nothing would evolve. Like I said, when it comes to technology, you got 2 choices. You roll with it or you get crushed by it. I prefer to roll with it and then crush other people to get in my path. Even these big companies are constantly changing. You think these guys are done? They're sitting in some lab somewhere, studying this, studying that, probably studying me, who knows? if you want to go into making so many items, good gracious, how many iPhones do they make? Every time you turn around, it's a new iPhone. They just made that one this year. They'll make another one. Constant change of technology. So everybody does it. Anybody who's looking to advance and get better at their craft is going to constantly always look for new ways to perfect their art. Some people spend years and years and years, even a lifetime, perfecting their art. And if you don't understand that, then that's why your product is obsolete now. And you can knock yourself out on criticizing my religion. You don't care at the end of the day. Really don't. I answer to God. I don't answer to anybody else. My work speaks for itself. And I'm going to keep giving the Lord and Savior my praise. And I'm going to keep giving him the credit for the work that he blesses me to be able to design every single day. And you can call me fake this and fake that. Don't care. I don't even care when we used to go in the restaurants and I used to pray over my food and people used to laugh at me for praying over my food. Don't care. At the end of the day, I serve him and nobody else. I only answer to him and nobody else. So knock yourself out with all the fake Christian nonsense. Because the blessing he's given to me already, like I said, your stuff is gone now. You want to make a mockery of my religion, or you make a mockery of the Lord I serve, and his blessings that he gives me, this is what you deal with now. You know, your products are obsolete. Your gray screens couldn't stand against this technology. Certifieds can't stand against it. And the screen is not even at 100% yet. We're still testing it. Look how beautiful that image looks. I got the screen that I've been looking for all my life. I sat there and said on camera. Sat there and said this years back. I think last year I talked about it. I want a black screen that can produce amazing white levels, beautiful contrast, and maintain color. And here we are today. There is going to, when the new company rises, there isn't going to be 10 and 15 screen paints. No, there's only going to be one. And you're looking at it right there. That is the only one of its kind. Now there's another formula, but it's a different form of formula designed to be coated onto a certain surface. And that allows us to be able to branch out and start designing like the Signature 17. It's going to be a special coating, but this is designed to be coated on our own form of dedicated screens. Because I said I wanted my own lineup of dedicated screens, and I do plan to get them. And I plan to take my dedicated wallpaper screen into any showroom or any convention or whatever they may have and go in there and do what has to be done. Like I said, at the end of the day, if you give me likes, hey, kudos to you. But I'm not in it for the likes. Thank you for the subscribers, but I'm not really into that. I'm in here to show off what my technology can do. And whether I have nobody in here or 2 people in here, my videos are launched everywhere. They're on our website. So anybody hits our website, anybody hits our Facebook account, these videos jump. And once I jump offline, then that's a whole nother story. Because then I got storefronts with my technology on display for anyone to come in off the street and see it. I might even pay for a little advertising commercial time. think I figured out what I'm gonna do with some of that settlement money I'm getting from that mold poisoning. It's kind of like I retired, but I didn't retire, which is kind of weird. Cause I thought about that. A few friends were like, I thought you were gonna retire and just give it up. I'm like, yeah, man, but a few things have changed in my head. Number one, my health is much, much better since they got me on the medication now. I mean, like I said, 8 months ago, I really didn't want to be Jack anymore. Now, I feel much better, you know, much, much, much better. Brain's working in a whole different direction now, and this technology I have here, so I guess it's not my time yet. If not, God wouldn't have gave it to me. So I want to do something with this. I have to do something on a much, much, much higher level than Crystal Witch technology. I got to go places that I've never went before. That's what I got to go with it. And that's what I plan to do. Get me a couple big storefronts, big, huge bay windows, put this thing on display. Make some phone calls, get some connections, see if I can get into one of those shows. And in there, we'll do a side-by-side with the gray screen versus this technology in the show too also. Man, I'm blown away by this. I cannot wait to get this painted in the next room. Okay, we're done. I'm going over time big time. I'm at 55. Woo, yeah, my time is good. I thought I went way over for a minute. I try not to go over. Try not to go over. And see, when I look at this screen, the first thing I see, if I put a gray sample up here right now, color's gonna wash out, contrast is gonna wash out. None of this is not gonna pick up. I've done it so many times, so many. The last couple of days, that's all I see now. I'm seeing it. If I see if a gray screen was up here, that's what I see. I see that in my head now, that washed out image next to this technology. I've done it too many times. That's all I see now. Just see that washed out color coming up that screen. Told you. That's what I'm saying in my head. See that washed out color. Can't pick it up. This is how I see gray screens. They're obsolete. That's how I see their products. That's why when I go to a get together, somebody's got a gray or white screen, I walk out. I'm like, I'm not sticking around for this. What for? I'm not going to see anything. I just might as well watch my cell phone. Why you watch your cell phone? You ain't watching the movie. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. So I know how it's supposed to look. Now, someone asked me, am I changing up my acoustics? Oh, heck no. I love my freaking acoustic screens. You have no idea how much I love my acoustics. Having sound travel through it, no bulky speakers all over the place. Yeah, I love these things. Yeah, I'm good.
For 600 years, our ninja have been peace to our way.
Your instructor is one of the finest pilots this program has ever produced. His exploits
Now you see when that screen went to black
are legendary.
in the trailer? That's literally supposed to be black, not gray. If that screen was gray, it'd be coming up gray. It's supposed to be black.
The difference between life and death.
That's how it's supposed to look when you watch a movie. Doesn't make a difference. You can have, and if you're doing, especially on an ultra short though setup, you're supposed to treat it like a TV. You're not supposed to go and turn all your lights out, being stuck in the dark, because you're afraid the screen's going to basically have some issues. I'm gonna put my subs in real quick. Mine usually disconnecting because I don't got that boom, boom, boom. I can't stand that sound. Not person, but subs. Let me do need them, but subs. Do some, while we're here, let's do a few movie demonstrations. Well, we got some time. We can go a little bit over. I know you guys are a bit curious. Let's, let me see, where's the remote control for this one right here? All right, and we have, let me see the volume up a little bit. There we go. We only got it on 3 right now. I'm gonna put it up too loud. Let's start with some Batman, since we got a lot of light in here. Let's do some, I like the Batman. Batman, Tumblr scene.
Getting that from YouTube.
And we'll just bring it up a little bit more, so that way we already seen what we already saw. But just imagine if you're home right now, you just came into the door, got all your lights on, and you want to watch a little movie. You don't want to turn your lights out. Maybe you got your wife sitting next to you, she's reading a book, but she don't want you to turn the lights out.
You ain't like everybody else, back.
So you can sit here, she can read her book, and you can watch your shows, and don't have to worry about your screen washing out.
What the hell is that?
Obstruction ahead, obstruction ahead. All units divert down on the lower fifth. I repeat, exit down.
Lower fifth would be like turkeys on Thanksgiving down there.
Now we've seen all this. I'm going to fast forward to the parts we haven't seen, because that's the usually started off anyway that way. Here we go. Show too much of that. I'm getting in trouble. Which one? This one, okay. Oh, no, never mind. Never mind. No. I saw off that intro. You don't want to go down that road.
New frozen Chips Ahoy handcrafted beverages. Now at Wawa.
Hey, it's Ryan Reynolds here with a deal from Mint Mobile to tell you about that. It's so freaking huge. I asked.
Contrast at its best, people. What black technology is designed to do.
Here I am. Bruce, please. I was wrong. You have to listen to me. Lex wants to take
See the detail in its armor on that black screen. That's what you get if you do a gray screen. That's why I said obsolete.
Well, here I am.
Yeah, like I said, I'll be buying all your products, don't worry. And I'm the obsolete one every day. That's what you get. That's what I told you. Gray screens, white screens, obsolete. There is no way in the world that screen paint or any other gray screen paint is going to be able to pick up a contrast level. That's why all those demonstrations are done in the dark. I guarantee if he ever did that demonstration, I bet you it's in the dark. I guarantee it's not in a fully lit environment. I guarantee, matter of fact, if his product is that good, remember the demonstration when he displayed the screen in a fully lit environment with all that light? Do that scene right now today. Display the Batman versus Superman fight and that fully lit environment that you showed all those colors on that screen. Do that one right now. Bet you won't see it today. You won't ever see it because it can't pick up. So my screen can pick up the white levels on your screen, bright colors, everything, and it can pull contrast where your screen can't even show up. That's why you got to be sitting in the dark.
Bruce, please. I was wrong. You have to listen to me. Lex wants to take
Yeah, you ain't watching no contrast off that. Let's go over to, let me see. Let's see. Oh, you want to see some bright levels? Watch this.
You don't watch a whole lot of news.
Technology can pick up white levels too. I say I'm not a very fair person because I am. I'm very fair.
You don't watch a whole lot of news.
See? Only use the screen if you have white levels on the screen. But even if you have white levels on the screen, you're still going to have contrast. You're always going to see black levels and colors going across the screen. You're always going to see that. The screen just can't pick it up, that's all. Our technology can pick it up, no problem. Even Novas can do it. Gunmetals can do it. You all have that ability to do so. Let's go over to Tron Legacy.
Getting that from YouTube.
Nope, don't like where that's going at. Trying to get something different. Nope, ain't gonna happen. Let's see if this one has it. I'm gonna have to fight with this one either. Nah. There's certain ones you gotta be careful on which ones you pick. Let me see. This one should be okay, hopefully. Yeah.
Game on.
So that tan popping up, that's the screen trying to read contracts. Can't pick it up.
Game on, old friend.
Yeah, your product's obsolete, man. It's going. It's going. You can't even pick up on movies. So, just to give you an idea, this is why I sit there. If you hear me on camera saying that somebody's product is obsolete, trust me, I can back it up why it's obsolete. So far, all the tests we've done about what, 5 days of tests on this technology? All the tests combined, all together, equals all his screen paints combined can't even match any of the tests we just did on the screen. That means every test we ran on the screen, he has nothing in any of his categories of him showing any of his screen paints matching all the tests of one, just this technology alone. He could take 5 or 6 of his screen paints and none of them will equal any of the tests under this screen. Heck, I could do a Starfield demonstration simply outside with this technology. He can't pull it up because the screen can't see contrast. That's why when I tell you his product is obsolete, it's obsolete. It's old. Again, we've been making it 8 years ago. That's how I know what this stuff does. And he tries to sell it off like it's something more than it's supposed to be. And then this whole argument you have where your screen produces the highest white levels. Well, buddy, I got a screen paint called My Mix Light, and it actually produces a higher white level than yours, and it's black and white paint. This technology right here produces an insane white level that can match up to your screen, pull contrast, pull color, and your screen basically disappears. That was pretty cool to watch. I haven't done any movie demonstrations on here at all. What like this here? Mortal Kombat gaming trailer.
Getting that from YouTube.
You want to talk about a real dark contrast scene? Mind you, keep in mind, the entire time that I'm putting his product up there, my projector is sitting in eco mode, and it's black. And it's pulling a white level high enough to blend into his screen. And it's in eco mode. So that whole theory about how gray screens produce the best color, that's done. That's history now. How that's supposed to be the latest technology? History. Now, consider the fact that this product that we designed here, we designed this product less than an hour. It's already wiped out 11 certified screens, long throw, 2 certified screens, short throw. Passed every last test we threw at it with no problem whatsoever, and basically canceled out his product in one hit, and his screen is not even at 100% yet. It's just getting started. So you want to test my skill level and how good I am in designing screen paints? You want to test my Lord and Savior and what he blesses me to have? No problem. Just wiped your stuff that fast. Told you I can do it with no problem. I just have to wait for my Lord to give me the instructions on how to do things and how to go about doing them. And that's the record this technology already has, already under its belt. And we haven't even got it offline yet. So that's a lot to say right there when you think about it. And if you need proof, like I said, I'll buy every last one of your products, bring them down here, and I'll watch this screen wipe every last one of them out in one hit, just like we did 11, with no problem. That's what you're dealing with now. So as of today, your product is obsolete. And if anyone wants proof, well, there it is right there. And once we get all the rest of them, we'll do them all in one hit, or we'll do them one by one, either way you want it. And then we'll mark your product as an obsolete product. And if people want to buy it, they can. Doesn't make a difference to me. But at the end of the day, my product is more superior. That's what happens when you mess with big dogs. They've been in the business for years. How much knowledge I have in my head, how much technology, how much stuff I designed. Man, you have no idea, man. This stuff here alone, I got 8 years under this technology right here, under gray screen paints. You know, different combinations of gray screen paints I have developed and designed. I know everything there is about this stuff. And that's the track record now that this technology has. It was able to go toe to toe and beat 11 certified screens. Did 2 of them on the ultra short throw. Came back and we threw black surfaces against the screen, maintained a high white level against black surfaces. Do white sheets of paper, white certified screens at it, still maintained its color level without going dark. And then at that, all in the same hit, obsoleted your stuff that fast. We're not even outside yet. So we gotta go outside next. You're going with us. Including any certified screen that claims to have outside technology, you're going with us. Any screen paint you make, any screen paint you design is going against this technology. I'm gonna make sure you never make paint again. I'm rocking your block, you want to keep you knocked off. I'm taking your place, yeah, I'm making my property. You probably did something you like for me. So it's only great for me. Anything you develop, I'm buying it. Bring it down here. I'm gonna wipe it clean. I'll obsolete it before you even get the chance to sell. You started. You got me charged up. I'm hyped up, man. My brain's functioning on 6 different levels right now. You thought my skill level was only to a certain degree, man. If I take my gloves off, man, and I concentrate and I really, God blesses me with the technology I need, you have nothing left. Anything that you develop and make from now on will come down here and be tested against this screen. And I will wipe it in colors, contrast. You have my word on that. Your stuff is gone. It's obsolete. You might as well pull your eBay account down. One, I should drop this on eBay and basically wipe you out there too. You're done. That's it. I told you. When I first saw this screen, when I first painted it in and I looked at it, I was like, oh my goodness. Even I couldn't believe how amazing the screen was. It blew me away. Went downstairs and dragged up this 98-inch heavy screen, painted it down. This has to be the most incredible thing I have ever seen. In my own words, my own technology. I've never had a black technology produce white levels on that level. And what scares me even worse, that maybe this might not even be a glass ceiling for us. This might be the beginning to something else. Which means we could have, whatever Lord blesses us to have, we could have a technology far more advanced than this. Because if you thought the Novas were nightmares and all the other technology we developed, look at this one. Who knows what's next? And as for you certified screens out there, well, all right, gotta go. God bless. And then we'll wipe everything he has.